video. It is our first video in a series about planet Earth. Earth formed about 4.5 billion years ago. But then it was a different planet, different place. The surface of the Earth was a hot inferno of mostly molten rock. There were almost no water and no oxygen in the atmosphere. Since then, Earth has developed oceans, continents, an oxygen-rich atmosphere, and at the end, life. Here we have a picture of the Earth layers. Outside there is a crust. The crust is 6 to 90 kilometers thick, or 3.7 to 56 miles. Beneath the crust is a mantle. It is the rocky layer, denser than the crust, mostly solid. The mantle is 2,900 kilometers thick, or 1,800 miles. Then we have outer core. It is the only liquid layer. The outer core is mainly iron, but also contains some nickel. It is 2,250 kilometers thick, or 1,400 miles. In the center of the Earth is inner core. This is a solid, mostly iron layer, and its temperature is very hot, about 9,900 Fahrenheit, or 5,400 Celsius. It is 1,215 kilometers in diameter, or 655 miles. The atmosphere of Earth is made up of several gases. 78% of nitrogen, 25% of oxygen, 0.9% of argon, and 0.1% of other gases. Almost 3/4 of Earth's surface is water. And over 97% of Earth's water is found in the oceans. Earth's surface is split up into large slabs called tectonic plates. These plates steadily shift around, carrying continents and oceans with them. When the plate collides, new mountain ranges are pushed up, and afterwards, over millions of years, winds, water, and ice gradually wear the mountains down. 250 million years ago, Earth's continents all joined together, forming an enormous supercontinent known as Pangaea. $200 million years ago, Pangaea has just begun to break into two main land masses: North America, Europe, and parts of Asia are one land mass. Then 130 million years ago, India has escaped from the southern mass and is slowly moving north toward Asia. And Australia is joined to Antarctica. $70 million years ago, South America has split from Africa, while in the north, North America is splitting from Europe. Today, Australia has separated from Antarctica, and India has collided with Asia, forming the Himalayas. Plates typically move at the rate of about 1 inch, which is 2.5 centimeters in a year. Earth is not quite round. Earth's gravity would pull it into the shape of a sphere, but its rotation makes it bulge slightly. Its diameter at the equator is 25 miles or 41 kilometers more than the distance between its poles. We think that Earth's equatorial bulge is growing at the rate of 7 millimeters every 10 years. It is 0.3 inches. Because Earth's outer core is a liquid, the planet's rotation steers it into motion. And this motion of the outer core causes electric currents to develop in the liquid iron. And this pattern of electric currents creates a magnetic field. This field protects Earth from damage by harmful energetic particles that come from the sun. Here we can see magnetic North Pole, which is close to geographic North Pole, and magnetic South Pole, close to geographic South Pole. And these arrows showing magnetic force. The solid surface of the Earth ranges from about 35,000 feet, which is almost 11,000 meters below sea level to 29,029 feet or 8,848 meters above sea level. at the summit of Mount Everest. The Mount Everest rising at about 4 millimeters per year. We can't explore much of the earth. Our deepest minds only travel about a mile into the earth's crust. To find out what is inside the earth, we must use science. And here we have explanation and a picture what the earth inside look like. Volcanoes help us to find out what is in the earth. They sometimes erupt lumps of rock from the mantle. Under the mantle it is the core. And scientists use the waves from earthquakes to find out that the core is split into 2 layers. Here we can see continental crust. It is thicker and less dense than the oceanic crust. It is understandable that the oceanic crust is thinner because the difference of the ocean depth and the heights of the land can be 20,000 meters. The top layer of the mantle and the rigid outer shell we call lithosphere. Here we can see mantle, outer core, generate Earth's magnetic field, and inner core, a ball of iron and nickel. Very hot because of the immense pressure. Earth's atmosphere is made up of gases which are held in place by gravity. There is no clear boundary to the outer edge of the atmosphere. It just faded into space. Outer space is generally thought to begin about 62 miles or 100 kilometers above the surface of the Earth. The outer zone is called ecosphere. From this zone, gas molecules can escape into space. From 50 miles to 80 miles above sea surface, we have thermosphere. In this zone, temperature increases with height. In this zone we also have aurora that can be seen on the poles. And also in this zone we have Earth's satellites. From 30 miles to 50 miles above the Earth's surface, we have mesosphere. It is a zone where temperature decreases with height. Beneath the mesosphere, we have stratosphere. From 10 miles to 30 miles or 16 kilometers to 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In stratosphere, absorption of ultraviolet sunlight adds energy. So here temperature increases with height. From Earth's surface to 10 miles or 16 kilometers above, we have troposphere, and all weather occurs in this layer. Clouds, storms, Earth is the only planet in the solar system that support life, as we all know. And it can do this because it has unique atmosphere, weather, and water. There are 4 seasons in a year: spring, summer, fall, and winter. The seasons differ in the northern and southern hemispheres and are more distinct further away from the equator because of the tilt of the Earth's axis of rotation. Here we can see that northern hemisphere tilts toward the sun in summer, because then this part of the earth is closer to sun. It is also hotter. Opposite of this is the winter. In that period, the part of the earth which has winter is far away from the sun. On this picture we can see areas of the earth and what we have on these areas. On the north and south we have ice caps. Areas of ice and snow. Beneath the ice caps we have tundra. In tundra we have lichen, herbs and grasses. This area is too cold for trees to live in. Beneath the tundra this area we have coniferous forest. Here trees are cold resistant and have narrow needle-shaped leaves. These trees have leaves throughout whole year. Beneath the coniferous forest, we have deciduous forest. In these forests, trees shed their leaves during cool winters and regrow them in warmer summers. Near the equator we have tropical rainforests. Here you can see the Amazon rainforest. In this area, warm, wet climates support more plant and animal species than any other land environment. In some area of the earth we have deserts. In deserts, little or no vegetation grows. It is a very dry region with low rainfall. There are also huge areas with mountains, like here in South America, Andes, or in Asia, Himalayas. In the Mediterranean area in Europe, summers are hot and dry, and winters are warm and wet. With this, we will conclude our session for today. Good night.